Hello everybody and welcome to a Heat update video. This is a really exciting one because we got a new update for Heat and it's really different from what I thought we would be getting. So let's start. You'll notice that when you go play, you have the option of joining either a regular Heat server or a Homestead single player game, which is what we're going to be doing. It says, live a peaceful pioneer's life in the Old West. Embark alone in a scenario where you have inherited your family's cut of land. They said that they got their inspiration from stuff like Harvest Moon, so I am super excited. So look at this. Homestead, new game, Plains. Grandpa was a rancher. He lived on a ranch between Washington and Tombstone. We have the forest, Appalachia, the hills, the swamp, the tropics, the mountains, the red desert as a native, and orange desert as an outlaw. Grandpa was a drunkard, he has nothing. So, of course, me being the horse person that I am, we're gonna head to the plains. Sure, we'll name it Plains 1. Okay, we're in! I admit that load time took a while, but we're in. Oh! Outhouse. Enhanced outhouse. Grandpa had an enhanced outhouse. Oh my gosh, Grandpa, we are left with carrots, $500, a wood bucket with water, eggs. Okay, so this is so cool. So is this ours? I think this is ours. Water, wind pump, farm bench, shipping bin. This is so cool. So I think the whole idea behind this game is to play out more of a story, which is kind of what I was doing in the multiplayer game anyway, but this game mode seems to want us to play out a story, and I'm curious to see how everything's gonna work because, yeah, look, we have an energy bar in the bottom right. Okay, so part of this whole thing is that, open, cauldron. Part of this whole thing is that we have daily energy that we can use. So things work by time now. We have to water our crops once a day. Oh my gosh, look at this bed. I never had a bed like this in the multiplayer. It's because I never got that far. But so you have to be very careful with what you do. So I guess what we need to do is farm. Oh, look, we've already got basic tools. We've got a small water skin. Okay, so I guess what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off this whole thing by farming. And see, look, top right, March of spring of year 1. So it is a lot like Harvest Moon in that you progress through time, which I'm kind of excited to see if they do like events and stuff, like head to the town to go to this festival or that festival. Probably not. That's probably too much like Harvest Moon. But man, let's go find a nice flat spot to plant. Maybe Grandpa already had something going. We've got our little outhouse. Pick up this cotton. So now I think we can expand past the role that we picked. So like I should be able to go do what I want. Oh wait, hold on. We have more. Grandpa left us more. This is all ours too? What's this for? This little patch. What is this? Interact. Quit claim, move flag. Huh, okay, I think I'm gonna have to read up on the patch notes again. I already read through them once, but I probably missed something. Is my energy going down from collecting tobacco? It is. There goes the loud as hell train. So my energy is going down from picking tobacco. So man, this is gonna be so different from what I'm used to when playing this game. Alright, let's get some crops growing here. I think I'm going to do them right next to the water wind pump because that would make sense, I guess, right? To me, this is so exciting that, you know, the developers are working on something, even though it's not the main multiplayer mode. This is still something for us to do. Let's see, grain, carrot, potato. I guess we'll do some grain because it's what we have. So we'll see how much energy we're left with after we do all this. And in this video I just kind of want to see how the progression works a little bit. Maybe do a few days and see what changes. And we have to remember that this is single player, so there have to be things that are put in here to give us things to do besides just this. There have to be NPCs we talk to, maybe? I don't know. If not, maybe these are just early iterations of this mode. But we'll have to see if it's enough to keep us entertained. And yeah, I say us because technically there's us here. You guys are watching, there's my character, and then there's me. I don't like calling myself and my character the same thing because it sounds stupid, but it puts me too much into the game. Now this, you can change the shape of what you're watering. Or you can change the amount of what you're watering, so I just double watered that when I really shouldn't have. Alright, so that whole plot is watered, and it looks like I could make a few more rows, so I'm gonna do that. Now it says top right we have $1,000. We have $1,000 where? So it'll be really interesting to see what each of the starting roles give you when you first get to it. Like, I started as a pretty established role, I think. I have a house, and I have some land to put my crops on. It's looking like all of the same things. I mean, I'm probably going to miss a thing or two if it is different, but it looks like all of the same things are going to be available to us in this mode that are available to us in the shipping bin. Alright, so you all probably want to know what all is included in the patch notes. So while I am farming and while we're just running around looking at things, I'm just going to add a few more seeds because I think we can manage it. I can read through the patch notes for you so we can see exactly what is up with this mode. I just want to do that really quickly. Okay, so now let's head into... Where are we on the map? Now that I think of it. We are here, and Washington, D.C. is all the way over here, so we're gonna head a little bit to the right. We're gonna head this way, towards Tombstone, and see what's going on there. So while I do that, I'm gonna read through the patch notes. So this scenario is called the Plains scenario, where Grandpa was a rancher. He lived on a ranch between Washington and Tombstone. Tombstone is where we're headed right now. I'm gonna collect some cotton. And so I'm running into Tombstone because I really want to see if there is a, you know, an NPC thing going on. I know there will be NPCs there, I just don't know what we will be able to do with them. So, the patch notes say, restore your overgrown farm to its former glory. Players can now select between multiplayer or single-player scenarios, or Homestead, after pressing the play button. Scenarios begin with a preset property and custom rules, tax rates, etc. Below is a list of unique changes in Homestead mode. The player is given an energy stat, which we see here on the bottom right, limiting how much physical labor they can perform in a day. The player can sleep to save the game, advance to the next morning, and refill their energy. Shipping bins exchange each morning. Okay, that's interesting. The forest and NPCs grow much slower. You will need to water your crops each day. Goods harvested on unowned land are marked as stolen. Stolen goods are worth very little money. Claiming land has an upfront price which increases the further you go from your homestead. Okay, so that's what I was kind of curious about how that worked. There is no decay and no daily taxes are paid for the property. However, spoilage is still a part of the game. Increased NPC party size to 25 in scenario mode, up from 4. So we can have 25 NPCs in our party or family. So that looks like the update. I'm just about to make it to Tombstone, so that's not really a far ride. So I didn't see anything mentioned in the patch notes about like progression otherwise, but this is going to be something interesting to play with. I'm going to have to try out a few of the other scenarios. We're probably going to run right into the train here. Yep. And I love how it doesn't stop in Tombstone. I've actually never been in Tombstone, so this will be kind of nice for me to see. got a little bit of a lot of lag actually. What is this, a little inn? Where are the NPCs? I'm not seeing any. Is this supposed to be like a cellar? And this is what Tombstone looks like in the multiplayer map, right? This is like... What is that noise? Hello, friend. Who are you? Bobby. Oh! Oh my god! What's going on? Did I run out of energy? I lost $250? You passed out from exhaustion. You had to pay $250. What? So, I'm back on my bed. I have full energy. Some kind stranger carried me home from Tombstone, I assume. And now we go back to work. So yeah, what I read you of the patch notes is... Oh, look at our wheat. It's growing nicely. Wait, did I lose my... Okay, everything... I was gonna be mad if I lost everything that they gave you at the start. I think they're all already watered, but that's okay. We'll water them again. It said crops need to be watered every day, so may as well. So yeah, that is what this is looking like. I just thought I would do a quick update video and let you all know that Heat did update. Now there are other things that they updated as far as the actual multiplayer game. So they said like the main menu scenery is much more pleasant. The bleeding debuff now properly deals damage when it's active. Rain particles will attempt to collide with buildings, preventing indoor rain. Jumping on a mountain now consumes extra stamina. So they did all kinds of fixes. I'm not sure they added like extra content beyond fixes to the multiplayer mode, but they've probably been working on this Harvest Moon type mode for a while. Really interesting that they would branch off and create something like this. So that's kind of cool. But anyway, I'm gonna put stuff in here to ship out, just to gain a little bit of money. Seems like the prices are slightly reduced for that. Alright, so I'm gonna keep playing. That is the bulk of the update though, so if that's what you were here for, then that's all there was to tell you. I'll leave a link to these patch notes in my description box down below. And I'm going to keep playing, so if you want to see how things kind of play out for a few more days of game time, then stick around for that. I'm going to go ahead and make an area for some potatoes, I think. So what I'm curious about is, you know, you could go in Harvest Moon into town and buy upgrades for your farm and stuff like that. What I'm wondering is if you can just, if you progress like you normally would on the multiplayer server, as in you chop all the wood yourself, you know, do all the things yourself. Or if you can go into town or not and buy stuff. Haven't figured that out yet, but... So now I'm curious, if you weren't a farmer and you're like doing something else, would you make your money from hunting and selling what you get from animals? It seems I can craft everything if I research it that I would have been able to. Yeah, this all looks similar. I'm not gonna say exactly the same, but no, it might be. It might actually be. Sleep. I said sleep. Okay, we sold $12 of farming, $2.90 of logging. Made $15 that day. Okay. So, March 4th, spring of year 1. Whoops. take a look at our crops today. I will water the floating wheat because I have no idea what is going on with that. How do I fill up a water bucket? Okay, well... I don't think that watered anything. So we run into a small issue. I don't think I can fill up my water pails or anything at this big water pump. I don't know why it's not working, but I've tried everything and I can't fill them up. So I need to find water where I can fill them up. So I need to turn around and go this way. And I also need water for myself because I'm dying. Or I will be dying. So yeah, we'll just run straight down to the river. I guess there's no harm in picking some of this cotton, since none of my crops are ready anyway. I'm gonna eat an egg. That actually filled up quite a bit of my water. Is it telling me it's filled up my energy too? Huh. Hold E, collect water. This isn't working. I cannot collect water. So I think this is the first bug that I've run into for this game. Well, I should say for this game mode. Now, this is kind of tricky for me because being a farmer, I kind of need water to water my crops. So this might be one that they want to fix pretty quickly. I will try relogging and see if that works. Alright, I restarted my game. We're gonna see if I can get some water out of this. Please tell me I can get some water out of this. This is gonna make me really sad if I can't. Yeah, oh man, this is looking like it might be bugged. Unfortunately. Water wind pump. So what I'm gonna do is make one more run down to the water, and then if I can't collect, I'm gonna have to choose a different role. Because, well, you know, this is gonna be a pain for most roles, because you need water to live in this game, so unless you're right on a river or a lake, you're kind of screwed. So what I might try and do is choose one of the roles that spawned near a lake or a river. Like if it says you live, I don't know, trapping near a river. We'll try that one and see what happens, because right now it's looking like, oops, I don't want to go near that fire. It's looking like this role isn't going to be too sustainable until they fix the water issue. Unless there's something really big I'm missing here, please point it out to me if I'm just being stupid and it's really late at night and I'm just missing something. But I think you're supposed to be able to fill water when you get in it from the river. I used to be able to in... Yeah, it's not working. Okay, this isn't working. So I'm going to end the video here, ask you what you think. Unfortunately, that bug crippled this, but I will be back with more gameplay videos from some of the other roles, so I hope you will join me for that. Yay, we got a heat update at least. So remember, the patch notes I will have linked in the description box down below, as well as my socials, Discord, Twitter, Patreon, and Instagram will all be down there. So thank you guys for watching. If you've stuck with me this far, I hope I provided a nice little update for you on your Saturday. As always, I hope you are enjoying your games. Oh, and if you liked the video, please like and subscribe if you have not already to my channel. Any interaction that you can give me here on YouTube really helps boost me up in views, and I'm really trying to grow at this point for the new year. So anyway, I hope you all are enjoying your games. Let me know if you've given this a shot and if collecting water is bugged for you also. If it's just me, I'm going to be a little mad. But anyway, enjoy your games, and I will see you all in the next video.